Hi guys, so this is going to be my concert vlog from last night. I went to see my favorite band, Green Day. That's who that poster is behind me. I don't even know if I mentioned that I was going to see them. I bought the tickets back in, God, it was August or September. I know I was still pregnant with Aiden when I bought them. The show was originally supposed to be January 24th, I think. But we were one of the ones that got postponed because Billy Joe went to rehab and blah, blah, blah. But he was better than ever. I'm pretty sure he's like all okay now. His Rolling Stone interview was, I guess, the only interview he's going to do about it. And he pretty much, you got to respect him because he was pretty much like, I'm better than this. I'm going to get over it and not talk about it and dwell on it and everything. And he said like he doesn't want to disappoint the fans, and which I don't think he did, because like they stuck to it and they continued their tour when he got out, and rescheduled all the dates and everything, like so I mean it wasn't a disappointment to me anyway because I still get to go see them. But like I don't know, I just love them and I'm biased towards them. There's been instances where like I've loved a band and then I lose all respect for them. I will say one is The Used, because I was supposed to go see them years ago. They were one of my favorite bands at the time. My friend and I got tickets. They canceled with like no explanation, and then they never refunded the tickets or did another date where those tickets would be honored. So they pissed me off and they're kind of like in my book now. And then I know My Chemical Romance just broke up, but I really liked them at one point, and I saw them the first time I saw them, they opened for Green Day actually. Totally sucked live. And then I kind of lose respect for bands that suck live, because if you can't perform live, what's the point? Like, you hear the CDs and stuff and then you're excited and pumped to go see them, and it's like I couldn't even hear the singer, what's his face, Gerard Way, that first time I couldn't hear anything he was saying. Like, I knew the songs and everything because I liked them at the time, and I'm like, you can't even hear him. So I tried to give them the benefit of the doubt and say, oh, maybe they were just having a bad night. But was it last year or the year before? We went to see Blink-182 and My Chemical Romance opened for them. Totally sucked again. So whatever. They broke up. Wah wah. But back to my Green Day story. That was like the first thing me and Steven got to do since we had Aiden. So that was like our first night out alone. And of course I worried about him the whole time. I missed him the whole time, but my friend Carissa and her husband babysat him and he was good, thank God. His first time being without either one of us for a while. So I usually, when I go see Green Day, I'm one of those people that will go at like noontime and wait, because I always get, every time I've seen them, I've had floor seats, and it's always general admission, so you got to get there early so that you can get up front. I had will call tickets because that's the only way you could get floor seats through their fan club when they went on sale, and I hate doing that because then you can't get your tickets until the night of the show. And people in the fan club were saying they weren't going to let you get them until the doors opened, which would have been stupid, but we got there at like 5, and I got the tickets right away. And then I did something despicable that I've always hated people for, but we kind of just like mingled into the front of the line, even though the line was all the way around the building. So I was able to get up front anyway, and I'm not proud of it, but desperate times call for desperate measures, and I have a baby now, so I can't wait outside all day for my favorite band. So when they opened the doors, they only opened one door, which I've never been to a show where they've done that, and everybody had to squeeze through the one door, which was freaking ridiculous, and my eye is watering. once we were in, it was like another hour of waiting until we finally got to the floor. There was only one opening band, which was pretty good. They were Best Coast, I think was the name of them. And they didn't play very long because the show started at 7:30 and then Green Day was playing by 8:30. And they played until like 11. They played a long set, and I was so uncomfortable the entire time because there was usually when the main band starts, there's anyone that's gone to a concert, you know, there's this rush of people that try to get up front that were farther back, and there's no place for you to go. I don't know why people insist on shoving up there when they're not going to get anywhere. And then after that point, there was this kid like leaning on me the whole time, and it was so hot to begin with, but he had a friggin' hooded sweatshirt with the hood up and a winter hat on, and he stunk. I don't know why. That's another thing at concerts that I can't deal with, is people that have poor personal hygiene, and like, you know, you're gonna be in close quarters with other people, like freaking take a shower before you come. So that was like the downside of the night, but he's making the weirdest noises out there. Other than that, the show was awesome. It was very long. I don't know if I'm just getting old or what, but it was, it seems like they play longer every single time I see them. But it was a lot of fun. They played a lot of new songs from like the Uno, Dos, and Tres and CDs, and they did, in the middle, they did a whole like Dookie era set, and they played there was a couple songs they said that was the first time they played them on this tour. They played Carpe Diem. That's one of the new songs, so that doesn't count, but they played Jar, which I don't know if I've ever seen them play that live. They might have played it last time, I'm not sure. But that was a good one to hear live. And Billy Joe brought back the water sprayer that's like hooked up to the hose, which I got shot right in the face. He hadn't had that for a couple of years because it was just the toilet paper gun that he would shoot into the crowd, but this time he had both, so it was the water and then the toilet paper, so everybody had toilet paper stuck to them. And then the only bummer was they didn't finish with Time of Your Life. Like, I'm so used to just having them finish the show with that, and they finished with Brutal Love, which is another one of their new songs. And then I was expecting him to come back out and play Time of Your Life, because that's how it's always been every time I've seen them, and that was just it. I don't know if it was the venue or what. I haven't heard anybody talk about other shows, but there also wasn't a catwalk, which there usually is for him to like walk out on into the middle of the crowd, and I think that place is just too small for it. It was the Dunkin' Donuts Center in Providence, Rhode Island. So yeah, it was fun. We parked at the mall like across the street so that it didn't take as long to get out of the parking garage, which was awesome, because that's like, even when I'm not the one driving, I get massive rage trying to get out of parking lots and parking garages after concerts. So I hadn't been to a concert in over a year, because the last one I went to was New Found Glory before I was even pregnant with Aiden. I think that was the November before I knew I was pregnant. So that's it for the concert vlog. I'll put in some pictures and maybe like a video clip. Aiden's getting restless, so I will talk to you guys next time.